English in the crowd tonight?
Don't be so shy, then.
Come on, shout it out.
Oh, you're very welcome. In spite of everything. So you think you're going to the north to spend a holiday, 'cause you're vaguely Scottish on your mother's side. And you've heard of ancient glories, both renowned in song and story. Kilts and haggis, Andy Stewart and Raclay. Ye go up by Crean-Larach, it's the gateway to the north, and the scenery will please your eyes, I'm sure. Ye take out your picnic basket, 'cause the car has blown a gasket in the middle of a place called Rannochmoor.
That's a little Scottish chorus.
So you telephone the garage listed in the tourist guide that was published for you by the RAC. But by design or by intention, or they just forgot to mention that the garage closes down by 3:30. So you're towed behind this tractor to a corrugated shed that's surrounded by farm implements and carts. And you scratch your head and wonder why you ever bought a Honda, 'cause I'll have to send to Tokyo for the parts. So you board the train for Oban and you get the boat to Mull, feeling like you've had a night upon the tiles. Ye pay 20 pence for coffee with a tang of diesel oil. You're experiencing the swindle o' the aisle. But your pulse begins to quicken with the thoughts of berry picking. So you take a trip to Gowrie for a spell, with some wellies o' your mother's that she bought in Ali Brothers, and a Gideon Bible pinched frae a hotel. So you're standing picking rasps, being stung to death by wasps. The midges and the clegs are making free, and the bairns have ate the berries and contracted dysentery, 'cause last week they sprayed the crop with DDT. So you're heading back to Birmingham, more waterlogged than tanned, but no signs of habitation can you see. When you thought you were in Berwick, you were actually in Lerwick, 'cause some vandal changed the signpost in Dundee.
There's no pubs and I'm sure you'll wonder why. My brother and me, we went on a spree. We drank the pubs all dry, drank the pubs all dry. My grandpa, he worked in the pit, and so did my father too. You work like a mule till you leave the school, and you drink on a Saturday, my lads, you drink on a Saturday. In Kirkintilloch there's no pubs and I'm sure you'll wonder why. My brother and me, we went on a spree. We drank the pubs all dry, drank the pubs all dry. The gaffer doon the pit, my lads, could scarce believe his zine. For my brother and me, we hout more cold than his latest cutting machine, my lads, his latest cutting machine. In Kirkintilloch there's no pubs and I'm sure you'll wonder why. My brother and me, we went on a spree. We drank the pubs all dry, drank the pubs all dry. My father, he was a Glasgow man, and my mother come the chin. The mate did say the other day, it's time you settle down, my lads, it's time you settle down. In Kirkintilloch there's me pubs, and I'm sure you'll wonder why. My brother and me, we went on a spree. We drank the pubs all dry, drank the pubs all dry. So I think I'll just get married, lads, and hey, a family tea. Hey, that'll use our bits and work in the pits and drink on a Saturday, my lads, and drink on a Saturday. In Kirkintilloch, there's nae pubs, and I'm sure you'll wonder why. My brother and me, we went on a spree. We drank the pubs all dry, drank the pubs all dry. Well then, I am no runaway, and soon I'll let them know that I can take a good glass or leave it all alone. And a man that doesn't like me, he can leave his daughter at home, and young Johnny will go roving with another. On the banks of the roses, my love and I sat down. I took out me fiddle for to play my love a tune. In the middle of the tune, oh, she sighed and she said, "Ah, now Johnny, lovely Johnny, would you leave me? If ever I get married, 'twill be in the month of May, when the leaves they are green and the meadows they are gay. And me and my true love, we will sport and play by the bonny sweet banks of the roses. On the banks of the roses, my love and I sat down. I took out me fiddle for to play my love a tune. In the middle of the tune, oh, she sighed and she said, "Ah, now Johnny, lovely Johnny, would you leave me? Ah, now Johnny, lovely Johnny, would you leave me?"
Dear sir, I write this note to you to tell you of my plight. For at the time of writing it, I'm not a pretty sight. My body is all black and blue, my face a deathly grey. And I write this note to say why I am not at work today. While working on the 14th floor, some bricks I had to clear. But tossing them down from such a height was not a good idea. The foreman wasn't very pleased, he is an awkward sod, and he said I had to cart them down the ladders in me hod. Well, clearing all these bricks by hand, it was so very slow. So I hoisted up a barrel and secured a rope below. But in me haste to do the job, I was too blind to see that a barrel full of building bricks was heavier than me. And so when I untied the rope, the barrel fell like lead. And clinging tightly to the rope, I started up instead. I shot up like a rocket, and to my dismay I found that halfway up I met the bloody barrel coming down. Well, the barrel broke me shoulder, as to the ground it sped. And when I reached the top, I banged the pulley with me head. But I clung on tightly, numb with shock from this almighty blow, while the barrel spilled out half its bricks some 14 floors below. Now when these bricks had fallen from the barrel to the floor, I then outweighed the barrel and so started down once more. But I clung on tightly to the rope, me body racked with pain, and halfway down I met the bloody barrel once again. The force of this collision halfway down the office block caused multiple abrasions and a nasty case of shock. But I clung on tightly to the rope as I fell towards the ground, and I landed on the broken bricks the barrel had scattered round. Well, as I lay there on the floor, I thought I'd passed the worst, but the barrel hit the pulley wheel, and then the bottom burst. A shower of bricks rained down on me, I didn't have a hope. As I lay there bleeding on the ground, I let go the bloody rope. The barrel now being heavier, it started down once more. It landed right across me as I lay there on the floor. It broke 3 ribs in my left arm, and I can only say, I hope you'll understand why I am not at work today.
By yon bonny banks and by yon bonny braes, where the sun shines bright on Loch Lomond, where me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Oh, you take the high road, and I'll take the low, and I'll be in Scotland afore ye. For me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. 'Twas there that we parted in yon shady glen, on the steep, steep sides of Ben Lomond, where in a purple hue the Hieland hills we view, and the moon coming out in the gloaming. Oh, you take the high road, and I'll take the low, and I'll be in Scotland afore ye. For me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. The wee birdies sing, and the wildflowers spring, and in sunshine the waters are sleeping, but the broken-hearted kens nae second spring again, though the wave may cease their greeting. Oh, you take the high road, and I'll take the low, and I'll be in Scotland afore ye. For me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond.
A man came riding out the west one wild and stormy day. He was quiet, lean and hungry, his eyes were smoky grey. He was lean across the herdies, but his shoulders they were big. The terror o' the Hieland glens, that was a Portree kid. He drum ho, he drum hey, the chuchter that come frae Skye. His sidekick was an older man, and oh, but he was mean. He was called the Midnight Ploughboy, and he come frae Aberdeen. He had 27 notches on his cromach, so they say, and he killed 1 million Indians way up in Stornoway. Portree put it in the door, he sauntered to the bar. He poured a shot of crabbies, he shouted Slàinte while midnight was being chatted up by a barroom girl called Pam, who said, well, howdy, stranger, would you buy us a baby sham? Now over in the corner sat 3 men frae Auchtertool. They were playing games for money in a snakes and ladders school. The 4th man was a southerner who'd come up from McMurray. He'd been a river gambler on the Ballahoolish ferry. He drum ho, he drum hey, the chuchter that come frae Skye. Portree walked to the table and he shouted, shake me in. He shuggled on the egg cup, he gave the dice a spin. He threw 7 sixes in a row and the game was nearly done. But then he landed on a snake and finished on square one. The game was nearly over and Portree was doing fine. He'd landed on a ladder, he was up to 49. He only had but 1 to go and the other man was beat. But the gambler cowed the board on and shouted, you're a cheat. Men dive behind the rubber plants to try and save their skins. The accordionist stopped playing, his sidekick dropped the spoons. He said, I think it's funny you've been up that ladder twice, and he always done the table when I go to throw my dice. He drum ho, he drum hey, the chuchter that come frae Skye. You okay?
Fine.
The gambler drew his ski and do as fast as lightning speed. Portree grabbed a screw top, he cracked him o'er the heat. Then he gave him laldy wi' a salmon off the wall, and he finished off the business wi' his lucky grousefoot's claw. Portree walked up to the bar, he says, I'll hae a half. And you like the way I stuck it on that wee McMurray nyaff? But a southerner crept up behind, his features racked with pain, and he gubbed him wi' an ashtray made out of curling stain. The fight went raging on all night till opening time next day. A break for soup and stovies off a coronation tray. It was getting kind obvious that neither man would win when came the shout that stopped it all. There's a bus trip coming in. He drum ho, he drum hey, the chuchter that come frae Skye. They sing this song in Galashiels and up by Peterhead. Way down o'er the border, across a Rio tweet about what became of poetry, midnight and the gambling man. They opened up a gift shop, selling fresh air in a can. He-dum-ho, he-dum-hey, a junta that come, the sky, the sky, the sky, the sky. On the 17th of March in a la-di-da-di-da, a son was born to Mrs. Daddy-Dum. He had 2 arms, 2 legs, a mouth and ears and eyes, and the usual la-di-da-di-da-di-dum.
It's his bloody nose we're singing about. How's it you got all the filth on your side?
Well, it's coincidence. They duly christened him la-di-da-di-da. They gave his second name as Daddy-Dum. And throughout his life, and he lived for 90 years, he was known as la-di-da-di-da-di-dum. As he grew up, his la-di-da-di-da grew quicker than his other Daddy-Dum. And when he was 15, everyone remarked on his great big la-di-da-di-da-di-dum. He met a girl in a la-di-da-di-da. She was pretty, though a little daddy-dum. And the reason that he loved her best was she didn't mind his la-di-da-di-da-di-dum. Her mother was awfully la-di-da-di-da. Her father was completely daddy-dum. And they sat down to dinner of salmon mayonnaise and a bowl of la-di-da-di-da-di-dum. Now it all went well till la-di-da-di-da. He bent to take a bite of Daddy-Dum. He cooked his plate, and the salmon mayonnaise fell upon his la-di-da-di-da-di-dum. Her mother cried loudly, la-di-da-di-da. Her father sort of mumbled, daddy-dum. And her mother said, dear, you must try to find a boy with a smaller la-di-da-di-da-di-dum. What's going on? Put your false teeth back in. They are. But they married in the spring, la-di-da-di-da. They honeymooned in lovely Daddy-Dum. But they found that they couldn't get in the double bed for his great big la-di-da-di-da-di-dum.
You know, you ought to be ashamed of yourself at your age. You get to your time of life, you should have given that kind of thing up long ago. My wife did. Yeah, that's no funny when I come out.
And so they decided, la-di-da-di-da, to use 2 single beds for Daddy-Dum. They slept together and they used the other one just to rest his la-di-da-di-da-di-dum. On the 19th of June, in la-di-da-di-da, he took ill with an attack of Daddy-Dum. So they wrapped him up in bandages that ended with a bow round his la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-dum. He died on the morning of la-di-da-di-da, a victim of the dreaded Daddy-Dum. They put him in his coffin, but they couldn't shut the lid for his great big la-di-da-di-da-di-dum. Now the undertaker
take her, la-di-da-di-da, decided on a plan for Daddy-Dum. He made another coffin, roughly 3 feet 2 by 1, just to take his la-di-da-di-da-di-dum. Now you can read on his tombstone, la-di-da-di-da, the son of la-di-da-di-da-di-dum. Here lies his body, and in the next grave up but one lies his la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-dum.
Changed to a golden hue. What was once nothing more than barley and water magically matures into Scotch whisky. Ah, the sweet smell of evaporating whisky. Up to 2% each year just disappears. The angels share, they call it. Ah well, I'm away to join the angels myself. Slanjava.
Swirl loose. Well, in sheer desperation, she turned to the pro, who looked at poor Nell and said, well, I don't know. I've only seen two that look like yours do, and they were on a camel in Calder Bahamsoo. Well, this pointed remark at the poor girl's physique caused Nelly to lash out in a great fit of pique. Her blow caught the pro in his most cherished spot, and now he's got two just as big as she's got.
Still.